What drives an ordinary man to orchestrate one of the most audacious heists in American history? Let's dive into the details. So guys, quickly join our YouTube channel. On a quiet Sunday afternoon, November 6th, 2005, a meticulously planned heist unfolded at Miami International Airport. Masked gunmen stormed into a warehouse and, in broad daylight, stole $7,400,000 in cash without firing a single shot. The mastermind behind the audacious operation wasn't a hardened criminal or a career thief, but Carlos Monzon, a 32-year-old Cuban immigrant with no criminal history. Monzon was living a seemingly ordinary life in Miami as a driver for United Rentals, a company leasing construction equipment. But when his friend, Onelio Diaz, a Brinks security guard, tipped him off about the millions of dollars transported daily through the airport, Monzon's life took a sharp turn. Diaz, privy to the ins and outs of the cash transport system, casually mentioned the shocking security flaws at the warehouse where millions of dollars, flown in from Germany's Commerzbank, waited to be sent to Miami's Federal Reserve Bank. What Diaz described sounded like the perfect setup. There was no air conditioning in the warehouse, so the guards frequently left doors open. Security protocols were often ignored. Diaz himself wasn't interested in robbing his own employer, but he knew Monzon might be. The call came in April 2005, and after hearing Diaz's story, Monzon was intrigued but hesitant. Could it really be that easy? He decided to see for himself. Over the next few months, he checked into a nearby hotel, carefully watching the daily cash transfers. It was all true. The opportunities were there, and so was Monzon's resolve. Behind Monzon's motivation lay a personal tragedy. His wife, Cinnamon, had recently given birth to a stillborn child. This devastating loss fueled Monzon's determination to carry out the heist. To execute the heist, Monzon needed a team. He recruited his uncle-in-law, Conrado Pereira, his brother-in-law, Jeffrey Boatwright, and his co-worker, Roberto Perez. Monzon also stole 2 Ford F-450s from Jacksonville and stashed them in a Miami warehouse, ready for the big day. On November 6th at 3 p.m., Monzon and Pereira donned masks, stormed the warehouse, and ordered the guards to the floor. Monzon and Pereira swiftly rummaged through 42 canvas bags, each holding roughly $2,100,000 in cash. They carefully selected 6 bags, but one slipped and was left behind as they hurriedly loaded the rest onto their getaway truck. In a matter of minutes, they had stolen $7,400,000 in total. The entire operation was executed without a single gunshot, and by the time the guards could react, the duo had vanished with their haul. The heist went off without a hitch, and the crew swiftly transferred the money to their getaway trucks before burning them to destroy any evidence. Monzon was careful, meticulous even. When I was watching TV, everyone was getting caught with DNA, fingerprints, so I decided to burn the trucks, he later recalled. But as flawlessly as the heist itself went, Monzon's carefully laid plan began to unravel in the aftermath. He had warned his crew to lay low, to avoid flaunting their newfound wealth. While most followed this advice, Boatwright couldn't resist the allure of fast money and high living. He splurged on drugs, jewelry, and strippers, raising red flags that soon caught the FBI's attention. By December, things took a dangerous turn. Outside a Miami strip club, Boatwright was kidnapped by a gang demanding a $1 million ransom from Monzon. While Monzon managed to secure his release, Boatwright's recklessness didn't end. His habits left a trail for law enforcement to follow. With tensions rising and suspicions growing, the FBI closed in. They tapped Monzon's phone and soon gathered enough evidence to begin arresting members of the heist crew. Despite Monzon's best efforts to orchestrate the perfect crime, one careless move, one associate's inability to stay under the radar, was enough to bring everything crashing down. In the end, Carlos Monzon, the law-abiding man turned criminal mastermind, pulled off one of the most daring heists in U.S. history. But like so many before him, his brief taste of fortune didn't last long. What do you think is the most shocking aspect of this heist? The planning, execution, or the aftermath? Let us know your opinion in the comments. If you enjoyed this thrilling look into the Miami Brinks heist and want to hear more incredible stories like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.